Hello and welcome to this episode of Market क्या लगता है. Guys, there's a war going on, but what a time to be alive, right? We always talk about uh, considering India is a developing nation. We always complain about the roads, the potholes, the traffic, uh, the indisciplined fellow citizens, and we have complaints for everything. But a situation like this, a war like situation or a war, actually brings all of us together. So much so that we have forgotten the differences and now we are just focused on one objective, that is to eliminate the terror which is affecting India and taking care in such a way that it should not affect for our next generations as well. This is a proud moment. I personally feel that it's a proud moment for us as an Indian citizen because we saw Indian military and how effectively they have developed the capabilities of the armed forces, the way armed forces are taking this battle head on, and the equipments that we have. It's something that every citizen should feel proud about. Now, this volatility, this war has affected the market as well. I would say, if you personally ask me, I would say that it has not affected as much as it should have in normal circumstances. But if you can take a look, the weekly chart in front of me is Nifty chart, which is in a way showing us about 1.4% down in this entire week. So Nifty was consolidating, going sideways, and Bank Nifty on the other hand is about 2.7% down. So whatever lows that has been made today, they are holding. It is just consolidating during the day, and in a way it is telling us that the fall is not ferocious. Even though the fall is taking place, some kind of a retracement is happening, that is still manageable, and we will just analyze, try to understand what is expected in this particular week, what has happened in this week and what is expected in the coming week. First and foremost, if we talk about the Bank Nifty target, we had calculated a target of 24,000 for Nifty, which is completed, and a target of 53,500 for Bank Nifty. So 53,500 as a target is completed. Currently the price is above that 53,500, and probably it will try to recover from here is what my understanding is. Now let us quickly move on to the Dow Jones chart and take a look. Dow Jones yesterday it showed some 1.5% rise, and then towards the closing it gave up the gains. It is consolidating 50 EMA level daily time frame, so it is just consolidating, going sideways, and maybe it will take some time. Once Dow Jones crosses above this 41,700, that will be the time there will be a solid boom in US market, and then that rally will continue for a few days. This is what the understanding is, but this phase is little crucial. It has to cross, break out above this level, right, is what the expectation is. Whenever that happens, I don't know when it's going to happen, but it should break out above this, and then and only then we will see some kind of a momentum. Now interestingly, when we talk about Nifty as well as Bank Nifty, last week categorically I had given you a range. This range was working up till yesterday, and today it has broken below this range. But most importantly, if you see after opening, whatever has happened in Nifty today looks like a base formation here. Nifty hourly Dow theory had changed. This is the high, then after this high it formed a low, then a lower high somewhere here, a lower low here, a lower high and a lower low. So Dow theory had changed for an hourly time frame. So unless and until the high of today is taken out, the high of today again becomes critical, important. So high of today, once it is taken out, then we can safely say that now we are into a recovery phase. Okay, so this high for now will be important for me. Another reason why I feel that this looks like a base formation, it should take out above this high, is because on a bearish day like this, we have so many stocks which have turned into positive towards the market closing. It's about 3 p.m. now. So towards 3 p.m. so many stocks have turned into green. These are the stocks, if you take a look, these are the stocks which may provide better returns if this is going to be bottom for Nifty and Bank Nifty. Okay, I'm talking about ifs and buts. I'm not sure. This is not a maritime analysis that I'm doing. This is a war situation. So I really don't know what is going to happen tomorrow, what is going to happen tonight, impact the market. That is very difficult to say. But as per technical analysis, what I'm understanding here is that as long as this, in this entire period, this low is intact, 23,847. Once let's say price crosses below this 23,847, then we can talk about the next bearish target or so. But as long as we are above this level, and if we manage to cross, now this is like a no man's land. It is not bearish, it is not bullish. Once it crosses 24,164, then we can say it is bullish. And then if that happens, then I believe in 1 or 2 sessions we will recapture this 24,500. This is what it appears to me. And for now, let me just drag this range down to 23,900. Okay, the target once it breaks will be 23,800, but somehow for some strange reason I have a feeling that it shouldn't break this level. I don't know, gut feeling hai. The analysis doesn't work on a gut feeling, but still I feel that this is something which should provide a good support. Now Nifty analysis, 2 things that we discussed, I'll just repeat it once. If we break below this range, then 23,847 and 23,800, these are major supports. So the real bearish move will start if we sustain below 23,800 and 800 only. So that should go something like this. Let's say we are here right now. From here we have done this move, then a lower high, then a lower low, then again a lower high, and this is a lower low. If let's say again this happens, and if we break below this, then and only then we will look for new targets, right? Unless and until we will not get into finding new targets. But then what can happen is that from these levels we can reach here, make a higher low, and then from here we can get bullish. I'll just change the color of this. Right, so this is how can be possible. There are 2 possibilities in this particular scenario. If the decisive breakdown below 23,800, then and only then I'll look for bearish target, but this is the level where I'll be comfortable, right? So this is about Nifty. And also these are the stocks. Take a look at these stocks. If some of these stocks are fitting into your setup, these are the stocks, they have better probability of performing in next 15 to 20 days, right? It's not a recommendation. You have to go study, analyze, and then find the stocks that you feel can work for you. If we talk about Bank Nifty is holding the range very well. If you remember last week I had mentioned that hourly 50 MA should provide a very good support. If that doesn't happen, then the range will provide a support, and once the range is broken, then the target of 53,800 and 53,500 can give us some kind of a target achievement. So these targets are achieved today. So here again I'm expecting a very simple thing. See, Dow theory has changed here long while back, and similarly these are the important levels that we had marked. Now what I'm expecting is that, let us consider the bullish scenario first. If let's say we are getting a bounce from here, so bounce will take us very quickly to these levels, then there will be some higher low, some consolidation, and we can just start moving in an upwardly manner. This is one situation. Another second scenario can be, so let's say from this high we start our journey, make a low, make a lower high, and then we continue. We break below this, again make a higher low, and continue with the lower high and a lower low situation, not a higher low, a lower high and a lower low kind of a situation. Let me change the color of this marker so that it will be able to distinguish between these two scenarios. The second scenario is bearish scenario, which is a continuation of this trend, and a bullish scenario is something taking support from here and bouncing quickly. In the bounce scenario, the bounce will be ferocious and very quick. I don't know what can be the reason for this bounce, but if that happens, then the bounce will be quick and ferocious. Now this target is completed, so we'll remove this second range bar and let me drag this range down here, right? So 56,000, yeah. So 56,000 and 53,500 is the range for now, and let us see how the next week unfold. Most importantly, do not try and avoid carrying overnight positions, because we really don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. Keep your trades limited to intraday. If there is a bigger gap down or a gap up, then avoid those days, because these are the days when a mean reversion is possible. On a gap down day, there is a very quick recovery. That quick recovery in a way can translate into a mean reversion. This entirely can be an opportunity where there is a buying that is taking place, and Monday we might open a gap up, creating island type of a situation. So just keep your eyes open, keep your positions light, manage your risk and reward rules, and most importantly, manage your money management rules. So these are the things which are very important and crucial in these times. Do not panic, follow the rules, whatever rules announcements are made by government, just adhere to them and everything is good. We are all in this together, and I'm sure we'll emerge victorious in this battle. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm signing off. Bye bye.